What's up, everybody? We are back. This is the check-in. Thank y'all for pulling up. Today has been a struggle, but we're here. We're striving. We're doing what we got to do. Today we got a dope guest in the building. Not only is this person really close to me, not only is she somebody I look up to, she's my sister. She be holding it down. She's the ultimate hustler out here in these streets. Talk to me nice. What are we doing? Anna, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Give it up.
Hi. Thank you for
Yeah.
that lovely introduction.
Yeah, what's
But
going on?
yes,
What's up with
he
it?
is
What's the
also,
looking like?
you
Life
are
is good?
also one of my favorite people in the whole world. If you people know us, you know that's my best friend.
Gang. What we talking about? Listen. I wanted to get right into it because I've been having a tough time with just dealing with some struggles. I've been moving forward. As you know, today we ran through some roadblocks. It's been a tough week for me, but I'm keeping my head up. I'm moving forward, and that's how we pushing it today. So I know that you're. I want to give you this title. I want to say that you're the manifesting queen. Am I right? You got to be the manifesting queen out
um,
here. Listen, we're gonna get right
okay,
into it. I'm playing.
so you're saying that because personally, you know me on a personal level, and when I be telling you some stories, you be like, "What? How you do
Crazy.
that?" But honestly, anybody can be a manifesting queen or king. It's actually, it's been quite a journey. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. And sometimes, though, it does feel like it happens overnight. And
Yeah.
you don't know why. You don't have to explain it. And you really don't need to know how it happens. You just have to have a belief system and
Right.
go for it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wake up, you realize one day, hey, I don't really like where I'm at. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I want something more out of life. How do
Yeah.
I get there? And then some of us come across manifesting. And honestly, a lot of people who talk about manifestation, they'll tell you we are responsible for everything we go through. We are manifesting unconsciously. We don't even realize it. The way we think every single day, the thoughts you have in your mind, whether they're good or bad,
Mhm.
really, you're manifesting your life. If you're happy with it, it's because of
Yep.
you. If you're not happy, it's because of you. It's your belief system. And it's easy to say, oh, it's so quick to get into manifesting. But I always tell everyone before you start manifesting, yes, it's easy. Yes, you can get there, but shadow work.
I give you a
And
lot of headaches when it comes to this because I know there's a lot of times where I'll be like speaking certain things and I'm not doing it the way you would want me to do it. Like I can't think of a good example right now, but I'll just say that I'll give you a whole sentence of how life is rolling and what I want to happen, but I have a little doubt in it when I'm explaining it to you. And you will correct me and you will say, no, Junior, say it will happen. It will, go the way it's planned. Like you're always like correcting me. So like for your personal life, like what could manifesting do for you in like the greatest way?
you can honestly have the life you want once you realize the belief systems that you have in your head are limiting. And
Right.
once you realize what you want out of life, is it what you want, or is it because you think that's what your parents want for
Mhm.
you or your
Right.
loved ones want for you? It's
Hmm.
you have to really go in and do the shadow work, like find out what triggers you, what upsets you, and then you have to find out
Yeah.
where that stems from. And a lot of our triggers come from childhood. A lot of our thoughts, a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of the way we behave is because of how we talk to ourselves, or how grown-ups and the people we spend the most time around us talk to us. How we
that's true.
act is because we want to be, I don't know, like say for example, right? People pleasers. A lot of people pleasers, they are that way because they feel unworthy. They feel like, okay, if I go
Mm,
out of my way and do so many nice things for so many people, I will feel better about myself because
yeah.
they will feel good. And then that makes me feel happy because I'm doing things for other people. I feel useful. And that's
Right.
actually very dangerous because you
You-
don't need to feel useful to other people. You need to be useful to you. You need to find out what really makes you feel passionate about life, what makes you feel good when you wake up in the morning, what
Yeah.
motivates you to do the things you do. Why are you in the job that you're doing? Are you really passionate about it, or is it because of money? And I
Right.
know it's hard to tell people, oh, do what you love, the money will come. Sometimes you got to have a side hustle until you get to do your passion for the long
Yep.
run to make all the money you need. But it's not impossible. I swear, manifesting doesn't have to be hard. If you can identify why you are the way you are, why you tick the way you do, you
Yeah.
can you can be more conscious of your thoughts. You can stop yourself and say, I don't feel smart enough. Like if you grow up and your parents who really don't know better, they're operating from a state of what they learned, what they were taught. It's
Hmm.
not their fault. And it's not your fault either that you had to actually go through that experience, but you
Yeah.
can
It's
correct
just
it.
process.
It's
Right.
it's it's all even people with very low vibrational energies, they're only operation from a place of what they know, what they think is best. It's up to you to figure out, okay, how do I move from here? Why do I not like the things I don't like? Where did it start? And then once you can address, say, for example, cigarettes. Me personally, growing up, hated cigarettes, can't stand people that smoke cigarettes. And at a certain point, I was like, but why does it bother me so
Right.
much? Like it's not killing my
Right.
body. Why does
No.
that bother me? But it was connected to a person that I grew up around, and I actually for a long time resented for a very long time, and I connected everything that person was with things I did not like in people. So
Right. Right.
it's just now
I feel
people
the
who
same
smoke
way.
cigarettes don't bother me because I realized where it came from.
Exactly. It never like just starts at that person. It's more so from like how they came up and how they adapted when it came, into their lives. I feel the same way. But as far as like manifesting, like how has it impacted your life? Like, do you feel like the position you're in right now in life, do you feel like a major part of it has to do with just what you've been manifesting?
Absolutely. And whether people want to label it manifesting or not,
Yeah.
when we wake up, whatever we do every day will determine what our life is going to look like. If you really care about getting up and going to the gym every single day, yes,
Yeah.
you're going to end up with a body that you love
Right.
because you put in the work. You have to take inspired action. You can sit on the couch all day long and say, oh, she has a nice body, or that celebrity looks like that because they have money. Well, they
Yeah.
also have to still get up and do the work, even though they have a
Have
very
to do
nice
the work.
trainer that puts them on their game. But you
Exactly.
still have to put in the work. You have to take inspired action. You can sit there, script, which is just scripting the life you want. You can visualize. I do recommend meditating because it calms you down.
Yeah.
Breathing is
I
very
used to too.
important.
I have not done
And
that. Like I don't meditate too much.
all that stuff is
I need to.
great, even crystals to vibrate higher. But it
Right.
means nothing if you don't actually take inspired action,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
towards your goals.
So
Like you actually have to get up and make it to the gym. You actually have to try to learn the workouts. It's just
yeah.
wake up, decide you're going to do that thing. And even if you fail one day, tomorrow's another day. Try it again. Don't stop. If you really want something that bad, you will try.
Yep.
You will feel motivated eventually, even if it's just baby steps. You don't have to go ham the first day. Take baby
Yeah.
steps and just
No,
be
that's
conscious.
right. I agree with you. Like, how long have you actually started getting into this zone where you? Because I don't want to say like you just jumped out of nowhere with it. No, I feel like you've always had tendencies of speaking things into existence. But when did you realize that manifesting was so powerful?
Okay. It's hard to remember the exact day. I remember though the first day, I was like really skeptical. I was like, whatever, you can't just speak things and then they're gonna magically happen. Like
Yeah.
that's not real. But I remember I looked up a YouTube video. It was by Robert Zink, and it was three basic things, right, that he had you pick. One could be like pick a flower, whatever flower. Pick three numbers, two numbers, depends, whatever number you wanted.
Yeah.
And then pick an emotion. Could be like, I don't know, unconditional love or
Yeah.
some kind of emotion, right? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it, and just to see how well I could manifest, right?
Hmm.
So that night, I remember me and my kids went out. We went bowling, and also another thing was pick a stuffed animal, which is just reminding me now. So we went bowling. I kind of forgot about it. I just remember writing it down, and the video said something about you might see it in 24 to 48 hours, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, we'll see,
Yeah,
right?
brushed it off.
So the three things that I'm going to talk about is the number that I picked was 925. The stuffed animal that I picked was a Care Bear, and
It goes back right there.
the flower that I picked was a sunflower.
Okay.
So
Hold on. Why the sunflower? Why it
I
gotta be a
just,
sunflower?
it was random. I'm so random with it most
Okay.
times. Like, I'm a very, like, go, go, go. I need to
Yeah.
slow down mostly. I don't think, I just do.
You just go.
Just,
Hey, I like that mindset too. I'm very spontaneous. I just like to, hey, as soon as it pop up, let's do it. If it sounds good, I'm with it.
so we
Yeah.
went bowling or whatever. And sure enough, we get to the parking lot. I park, and the car license plate in front of me, the number was 925. I started laughing. I was like, oh, okay, haha, whatever.
There we go with the numbers.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about numbers one day. That's a whole nother episode.
We gonna get into a little right after you go because I'm diving right into that. We need to
So we
know.
go we go into the bowling alley. There's this vending machine with a bunch of stuffed animals. And what do I see? A Care Bear. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's funny.
All right.
I was like,
Yes.
whatever, that's random.
Mind you guys, she never told me this story. I'm hearing it for the first time now. Go ahead.
But I was still kind of skeptical, right? So I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I go home, and I was like, we'll see. I still have to see the flower. I go into work, kind of forgot about it, and there's a whole display of sunflowers. I was like, whatever.
Wasn't even
It's a
thinking about
flower
it.
department, whatever. But why did that stick out? So then I go into the hallway. There's a calendar with the sunflower.
Of course.
And I was like,
Of
yeah,
course.
of course, right? And then I was like, whatever. Like, this is the area for me to see sunflowers. It's not a big deal. I'm on break. I'm on my phone.
Mhm.
The first flower I see on Pinterest is a sunflower.
Sunflower. Yeah. Of course. Your
I
life
was
is
like,
different. Your
okay,
life is different.
okay. Like, a lot of people will listen and be like, yeah, that's silly. It's just, that's nothing. But you could start with like thinking, you can say, oh, I would love for somebody to buy me a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
And if someone actually buys you that cup of coffee, you have set the intention and you have manifested a free cup of coffee. And that's kind of
Go to
like baby manifesting stuff. Which,
go to Starbucks. They gonna give you a free coffee. People love paying for each other's drinks and stuff over there. Yo.
but it's little stuff like that. So then once I saw that was happening, I was like, okay, so I want to get more into it. I started reading more, and actually, of course, a lot of people are familiar with the movie The Secret. I never
See.
watched it. I read the book because I felt like I just didn't feel inclined to watch the movie. I was like, whatever. But Bob Proctor, he's actually on there, and
Yeah.
I watched a lot of his videos online. There's just so many other people who have like manifesting videos. You just go on YouTube, find one that you feel connected to, and you'll be guided. It's just crazy how things, when you start to think of it, they just pop up, you know?
Yeah. You sent me a lot of videos. I would wake up and I'm like, there's 5 more manifesting videos. I'm not even halfway through the first one. But it used to really be like that. But I used to appreciate that because I'm like, I do need to hear certain things. I know, like, there used to be a lot of times you would send me a video and you would say, watch this before you go to sleep and just listen to it. So, yeah, your mind could just register everything as, you're just getting your sleep and your rest. So that's really interesting to me. And I know there's been like, because we have many conversations where like you will tell me a story about something you manifested and my mind is blown. Now, something that you may want to share with everybody, what was like the most valuable thing that you've received from manifesting? Now, if you don't want to tell us the most valuable one, but give us a good one because you've
All right.
manifested everything.
So I don't know if it's pointless to say it or not, but it goes with knowing what you really want to do for life, and you can manifest things and then you realize it's not for you, and just because you can manifest it doesn't mean it's yours to keep, right? Um,
Mm, that's a bar.
so
That's
I
a
worked.
bar.
I worked at a job for 19 years, and towards the end, I was just a lot was going on. People changed. I was changing. I was outgrowing people. They didn't have the same mindset. A lot of people, when I start talking
Yep.
about mindset, I mean, manifesting, they think you're crazy. They're like, oh, she's really lost it now. She thinks she could think about something, it's gonna magically appear.
Think you a whole nutcase out here?
Like she thinks she Harry Potter. And I
Yo,
would
that's
just be
hilarious.
like, I'll be
I'm
like,
dead.
yeah, whatever. Like, yep.
Yep.
Watch me though. Watch.
Hmm.
So I came to a point where I was listening to a podcast, right? And you can try saying an affirmation, right, for like 28 days. But say that same affirmation, right, every day and see if it actually works for you. I was listening to a recording, right?
Yeah.
So a whole month, I would just listen to it. And my boss, I wanted him to give me extra hours, and he wouldn't give me extra hours because I already made too much. Blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
How that
We
go?
can't afford to give you some. And I was like, but I really need some overtime. I need to make some more money. I got some bills I want to pay.
Yeah.
So then after that month, he's like, oh, so and so needs extra help at store XYZ. Do you want to go? And I was like, duh. Like, I've
Yeah.
been asking you for OT. You don't want to give it to me? Yeah, I want to go.
About
So
time.
I felt like that I manifested that, and that was like very rare to happen. So then
Yeah.
I was comfortable, right? And I was like, wait, so I manifested this, and I really like it gave me the momentum. I was like, if I can manifest this like that, I don't want to
Yeah.
work here no more. I want to do
I
something
feel you.
else. So
Hmm.
then I decided to go through with like personal training, and then
Yeah.
I decided to leave my job of 19 years and then
Crazy.
just
I remember.
go off and try
If that
something
was
new.
what,
Risky. I don't recommend
it's
it.
super risky.
It's not for
But listen though,
everybody.
it takes a certain individual who has the mindset where you understand that like I could stay in this place and be comfortable and do what I need to do to sustain a certain lifestyle, but I'm not there's a ceiling on that. I'm not gonna be able to outgrow the ceiling. So what you're doing right now, and I commend you to like to the max, where it's like you took the chance, you took the jump. I think in last week's episode, I had mentioned something that I picked up where somebody was explaining who somebody who happens to be an entrepreneur or is trying to be has the mindset where they're going to jump off that cliff and they're gonna build a plan on the way down, which is dope because this is what we do. We understand the situation we're in, and we can already determine how far out we can keep going and how long we can keep everything steady and maintain the same thing. We want something else. So that means we have to make different moves. So you doing that was like the bravest thing, but it also is like you understood the position you was in and you understood that you wanted more than getting up early, doing what you had to do, whether you was comfortable or not with it. So that's really dope.
And it
But
really
you
it
know,
got
it's
it got
crazy.
scary because
You have to have some fear in that.
I manifested the money I wanted, but not the job. So I didn't even end up taking the job that I wanted, even
Mm,
though I was able to bring it to me. And then I decided, I was like, I'm not even going for the interview because I'm not going to be happy. Like, yeah, the money was
right,
going to be
right.
amazing, but it was just like, haha, just playing universe. I know I can
Yep.
manifest it. I'm going to do something else though.
Jump to something else. That's hilarious. You was just playing around with it. That's crazy, and that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, all right. I always like when I wake up in the morning and I get my day started. And the one thing that I could say, like you have drilled into my head, is seeing numbers. You're not like searching for it, but you'll see it. And I've always like used to laugh at it because I'm like, if I see 666 and you over there in the next seat next to me and you excited, I'm like, yo, isn't that a bad number, 666? I grew up thinking that was an evil number. You over there happy about it, but I
Listen.
understand.
So, quick note,
Explain.
666, it's not always bad, but it does mean you need balance. Like when I see 66 personally, it's like usually it means someone drama is coming towards me, but nothing's forever. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of life. We can't constantly be up here. You don't grow
Yeah,
that way. There's ups, there's downs, but mostly you want to be medium. You know what I mean? You want to be mostly up there, but
Yeah.
you know, what comes up must come down sometimes. It's okay.
Sure.
But the numbers is really when I started to get like tapped in, I was meditating like at 3:30 in the morning every day before work. I would do my breathing. I would really feel better. Like
Yeah.
a lot of
That's dope.
people, they have a hard time meditating because they're like, I can't focus, I can't stop my brain. You're not supposed to stop your brain. Let the thoughts come, let them go. But the more you do it, the more you relax. And you can even start with
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. And there's so many tutorials on YouTube. YouTube is amazing. Like
Yeah. No, that's
YouTube
what's up.
has everything you need to know about any kind of topic you need to know. So,
Yeah.
but numbers, like, you don't recognize numbers until you see certain numbers, and then I would go like in the angel book and go look them up. And my good friend Deandra Nicolette, I highly recommend her. If you guys don't follow her, it's she's Manifest Daily on IG, she's on YouTube, she's almost everywhere. But
Shout out to
she
her.
put me on, and you definitely got to include her in the link when you put this out there, because
Yeah, I
she
got you.
needs to be.
I'm gonna find her link and I'm gonna plug it in.
You need to find her. She's dope. She
It's
knows
most likely gonna be somewhere in the
everything.
bio.
Everything manifesting, me and her, like, we agree. It's like she is a good source,
Yeah.
right?
That's dope.
But so I would always go look up the numbers, what they mean, when I would see like triple two, triple three, triple four, and it's like you don't really see these numbers. Not everyone gets to see them every day, and people are like, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
looking for them." No, I promise you, it's the car right in front of me. It's
All right.
4 8.
So time out though, cause time out. Cause you did something real funny with these numbers one day, and I was trying to get you. I was like, hold up, this ain't what you used to, right? Cause normally, you'll highlight, if a number pops up. What's the minimum? If I see two numbers, is that okay, or has it
I
got to be like three?
mean, to you, if it makes you feel good and you see in 22 all day long, but to
Oh my god!
me, I get excited when I see him in triple and quadruple.
All right, so this is what I'm trying to get to. There was a day, and you posted it or you sent it to me, one or the other. I think it was like sevens. There was about it was a long number though, and it wasn't all sevens. It was 777, and then it was like 457773, and then you was like, "Oh, look at all them sevens!" Like, hold up, there's a 45 in the middle of those seven. I don't know if you're counting that. I'm trying to tell you, but is that count? You just was looking at the
Are
first
you
three sevens.
sure? I just need to see 3 sevens and it's a go.
Okay,
But
I
it's
like
just
those numbers.
like when I see 777, to me, it's like everything is working out the way it's supposed to, and my vibration is actually like is good, you
Yeah.
know. But if I see like 999, means like new beginnings. Like you see a bunch of zeros, 3 to 4 0, it means like something's completed. You know what I mean? Like um, what else?
I need to
three
see a
three
bunch of
three.
zeros. I mean, after having a day like I've had today, I need to see a bunch of zeros. What's
Like
abundance? What's the number
abundance is
closest to that?
888.
Triple
Okay.
eight.
And I see that all the time. So when I see it, I'm like, yes, it's coming. Make it
Yeah,
rain.
that's what's up. But you got to be a believer, though, right? You got to believe that this stuff
Yes,
is
yes,
real. So, what's your favorite set of
absolutely.
numbers to see, if you're able to?
So mostly sevens and eights. I don't really like to see nines too much because it means like it's some new beginning, new stuff
Yeah,
I gotta get into, you know. But it's none of the numbers are bad, right?
I got
They're
you.
not bad. It's just it's kind of funny how it like speaks to whatever vibration you're on when you're like, yeah, of course, yeah, I know 666, I get it. Like I know
Yeah,
what kind of day I had,
right.
but it's it's a whole nother world. And
That's
if you guys go look up numerology, you even put like the triple numbers, put angel numbers, you'll see it's like a huge
mhm.
fan club of
That's
numbers because
fire.
it's real. Like when you tap in to, and like I do talk to God, you know, like
I
God
do.
is source, God is the universe, God is everything. So it's like
Yep.
I feel like no one talks to God more than me, and I'm saying thank you 100 times a day. Even when it's bad, I'm just like, okay, thank you. I know this is happening for a reason. I know I need to slow down, but God, help me see what I need to see so I can move past this. Like
Yeah.
my tickets.
Yeah, yeah. Explain to the people how many tickets you got in how long?
All right, so in like 3 weeks, I got three speeding tickets,
Speeding.
and
Hold up, time out. I've never got a speeding ticket my whole life. How you get three of them things? I get every other ticket though. Don't since I moved to California, they've taken so much of my money. It's crazy. And I told you the situation today is just it's not helping. But
I I came out of nowhere for me because I've been spending a lot of time at my aunt's house, and really early shifts. I'm out of my house or out of her house at 3 a.m. I'm on the road, right? And I'm commuting a lot, so I'm not used to it. It's a whole new career. It's a new life for me. I'm adjusting, and the schedule wasn't always the same. Sometimes when I was training, I had to be at work for 9, so I'm leaving like around 7 a.m. And
yeah,
I can't say I'm new to the area because it's, I've been there. I should
hmm
know better.
yeah, facts.
But when you're in a rush, you're just not paying attention. And you know me, go, 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 and I need to
Yeah.
slow down. Like, that's what I'm practicing. I'm practicing slowing down.
Mhm.
Anyway, two of those tickets was in a school zone, and I'm going like 27, 30, not even thinking,
What are
in
you
a
supposed to go like
25.
15?
So I guess you're supposed to go like 20.
20. Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
And then the other speeding ticket, literally 4 miles away from the same area. I was going to grab some stuff, and again, 25. I was going like 30.
Crazy. They are not playing
Um,
around out there with that.
but
And
that
that's a
one,
new thing too, because that wasn't always like that. They didn't have all those cameras set up when I was there.
I should have knew better for the one she actually stopped me for. Like, I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, I should know better, and that was it.
And mind
But
you, she's a female, and that's the only reason why you got them tickets. Because every other story you tell me,
I didn't want to
looking
mention
away.
it.
I'm telling you, every any man that pull you over, they just act like they ain't see nothing, and I'm okay with that. But
It's
listen,
not that. It's just usually I have a valid excuse for why I'm speeding.
I bet you do. That's crazy, man.
But I was kind of upset when I got the ticket because I was like, wow, I need to do better. This is not cool. So I was
Yeah,
upset because at that point, I only thought I had one ticket. I go to my aunt's house, and my daughters dropped off some mail for me that still went to my last address.
yeah.
Open it up, two speeding tickets.
Oh
I
my
was
god, like not
like
right now.
seriously,
You being a
like
you
seriously.
gotta manifest your way out of those two right there. That's crazy.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh, what the heck? Like, what am I doing? Like, why?
yeah.
Why is this happening to me? I was like, nope, nope. There's a lesson to be learned here. I was like, no,
Yeah, you know about it.
I'm not gonna be upset. I was like, I'm not gonna be upset. And I had to affirm all day. I was like, I'm not gonna be upset. It happened for a reason. I did that. I have to be accountable. I have to do better. I have to do better. And I was just like, I'm not gonna be upset. So a week later, I get a letter,
Hmm.
and I think it was for the school zone ones. Or I read on the letter, it said, I actually will not get points on my record because it's a school zone ticket. I was like,
So they give you a
oh.
pass for that? I would have assumed you would have had double the points for that. This kid's walking around. What you
So
talking
I was like, wow, thank you, God, thank you. That makes me feel so much better, so
about?
much. Then a week later, I get another letter that says, based on your good driving record, you could just pay the $60 and this ticket goes away. I was like, yes, thank you.
Listen, maybe I need to move back to Rhode Island because I'm not getting that type of treatment over here.
And I was just like, I'm so glad I just got lucky.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes I feel like I got lucky, but I was like, I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'm not gonna be upset. It's just
man.
whatever. I have to be accountable. But when you change your attitude, I swear it's just magically the universe tries to bend in your favor, and you won't
Right.
believe it listening to me because it's not happening to you. But like when you're
Yeah,
in that moment
for
of
real.
frustration, and then
Mm-hmm.
like something turns around for you, that's what really makes you a believer.
Nah, that's dope.
But
That's
that's
dope.
just like little things. Like, you really have to be grateful for little things. And every single morning, the first thing I do when I wake up is write out a little gratitude note.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for this. Thank you for that. I'm grateful for this. And every single day, because honestly, it's been a rough patch for me on this risky
Yeah.
change that I've been doing.
Gonna
And
pay off.
honestly, a lot of unexpected things have happened, and I'm still staying positive because I know sometimes when you ask the universe for things, you get tower moments. So like the universe will really rock your world to help you
Hmm.
elevate to what you ask for. So if you ask for something really big, you gotta expect some like really big
Yeah.
changes. And if you don't want to move, God will move your ass
Oh
for
yeah.
you, even when you don't. Like, I was comfortable in my house,
Yeah.
everything was fine. I was actually really grateful. My landlord fixed everything. I was super happy. What happened? The house got sold and I had a month to leave. I was like,
Yep.
damn,
That's
like
just the
everything was
universe moving.
perfect, but everything happens for a reason. It was time for me to go. It was time for me to move on to something bigger and better.
Exactly.
And
That's exactly that's exactly how I feel too. Because I'm somebody that's just like that. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I also feel like the reason why certain things happen, the way they happen, is because God knows that like you're strong enough to handle it. So He's gonna test you with it. He's gonna put it in front of you. You're gonna have to, take the right steps to move forward and really attack it. So I'm really a believer when it comes to that, man. That's pretty dope. I feel like we've gained a lot of information from you coming into this manifesting world. We're probably gonna have some new people jumping on board. Listen, before we let you go, I want to run a quick game. This game is called Game Time. What I'm gonna do, right? Because I'm really big on people making the right decisions. And as you know, today I've come across a whole situation myself where I had to realize in life I'm not making some great decisions, but we're gonna correct that. So this game is called Game Time. I'm gonna put you in a few different scenarios, and you can only pick one of two options. You cannot pick both, and you cannot explain yourself. I don't care what the question is, and I'm only gonna give you like five. Normally I would time you, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. Just don't take too much time. All right? You ready?
let's go.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
All right. And it's gonna be
Ready or
random too.
not.
Quick
Okay.
random. All
Okay.
right. Your boyfriend cheats on you with your best friend. Who you cut off?
Both.
You can't pick both. Next. Don't
None
explain
of
it. You just
no.
you starting off wrong already. You can only pick one. I'm only looking for a simple answer. So you gonna say your boyfriend or you gonna say your best friend?
I don't like this game because I'm
Ah,
cutting them
you got
both
no choice.
off.
You got no choice. Pick it. You lucky I'm not timing you right now. You would have lost.
I mean,
Pick,
definitely the
pick.
boyfriend because I ain't marrying him.
You said what? You said pick.
Definitely the boyfriend first,
All
but
right,
me
bet.
and
That. I don't want to hear nothing. All right, I'm gonna give you a pass on that first one, but you make sure you tame yourself here. All right, listen.
you can't ask a person like me that
Hey,
question.
this is my game. All right, you gonna listen. Listen. You're walking out of church and you find $500 on the floor because it fell from the basket. Are you picking it up and leaving, or you finding the pastor?
I don't go to church.
Listen. You're gonna be hard headed. Come on, answer the question. It's
I'm giving
hypothetical.
it to the pastor.
Thank you. That's all you gotta say. Don't add nothing else to it. Listen, because eventually I'm gonna be giving these people some money if you complete the challenge, which means you can't explain yourself. You know what I'm saying, and all that extra stuff. So the people coming on next, make sure you don't do what she's doing right now. She's my sister, so she thinks she can get away with everything. Listen, if you hit the lottery, are you gonna take that full, lump sum payment, or you gonna get them payments? I think they call it annuity, over time.
Annuity.
Annuity? Okay, that's smart. That's
Hmm.
really smart. See, we're focused on the decisions you're making in life right now. You giving money back to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take the payments over time. You smart. You smart. I like where you headed with this. Listen, if you had an opportunity to have a conversation with Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, so we rocking with the dude that made Tesla, or you rocking
Elon.
with the guy who I would love to ask you why, but I'm gonna ask you that later. They both intelligent. There's no wrong answer.
Because Eli believes in
Because nothing.
manifesting.
Because nothing. You can't explain yourself. All right. Hold. Come on. Chat. Chat. Got it. Listen. All right. I got two more for you. All right. Oh yeah. I can't wait. All right. So with you, this one's another good one because I need to see where your head's at. If you could wake up tomorrow morning with an 800 or 850 credit score, whatever's the highest. I should know this, but I'm just all over the place. If you could wake up tomorrow with that credit score, the highest credit score, or if you could wake up with $20,000 as far as a business loan. Which one are you going with?
20,000.
Boo! I'm gonna tell you why later. Why you shouldn't do that.
I already
But
have a 15.
that that last one, and we're gonna explain that one. That's gonna be the last one that we explain when I come back. All right. So if you're driving around with your significant other, right, and that person happens to have drugs on that person, right? You know, if he happens to have drugs on him, and you guys get pulled over, but you was the one with it in your purse, are you taking the rat or are you saying, yo, it belonged to him? You know, you're gonna give him that little head nod, like give him the little elbow, like, yo, is that one right there? It belonged to him. What
I
you
don't
going?
like this question,
And you got to answer.
but in the event that it's in my purse, my accountability, I signed up for it apparently.
So you say you saying you a big dog out here? You a real one in these streets? That's what
It's
you
in
saying?
my purse. It's in my.
You
You're
a trophy.
like.
Time out. Hold up. I know this is a basketball trophy, but you get the trophy. All right, you get that. You're a real one out here in these streets. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So listen, I am gonna cover that one last one. I already asked you everything, but I do want to go back to this one. So I had asked you with the 850 credit score or the $20,000 business loan, right? And this could be very educational to everybody out there. And the reason why I would say you would rather go with the credit score is because there's so many ways to leverage that credit score in order to get them loans, right? Because when you go for business loans, most of the time they're looking at your personal credit in order to see how much they actually want to give you. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain plays out there that I know about that you can, apply for a couple, and sometimes the minimum amount they'll give you is 10,000. So if you can run a couple plays, you easily get that 20,000. You don't even got to settle for it right along. You could get more than 20,000. So that's why I say like it's not a bad answer to go with a business loan, but if you're using resources,
Oh wait, I wasn't paying attention. That's
you
business
definitely wasn't.
loan.
You're too busy talking. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're too
I
busy
thought it was
talking.
free. I thought it
You're
was
too
free
busy.
20K.
It's a loan. You're gonna pay that thing back.
You're
So,
right. You're
but
right.
yeah,
I switched
yes,
my
now that you're
answer.
on board, you get what I'm saying. But yeah,
I
normally with
get
your
it.
credit, you can leverage that and get way more. But look, I appreciate you rolling through. Make sure it's not your last time. We definitely gonna start doing, some more. So I'm gonna make sure I tap in with you again. I appreciate you pulling up. It took a long time, but we here. Appreciate you, sis. All right. Listen, y'all out
Love
there, man.
you.
Love you too. Everybody out there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you let us know how you felt about the episode. We gonna catch y'all, next week, same place, same time. Take them if you out there getting active, you up, getting up, getting crazy. Make sure you tag us in the post. Make sure you're doing what you got to do out here. Hashtag checked in everywhere you see me. That's the motto. Listen, man, I'm gonna catch y'all next week, same place, same time. Peace. That was great. That was
You
great.
liked it?
That
You
was great.
liked it?
I feel like we hit a switch. We said go time. Go time.